Former Honorable Member Emeka Ihedioha, celebrating his birthday today, attended by many dignitaries. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo was among many dignitaries who attended the birthday celebration. While addressing the guests in his speech, he was discussing about democracy, how democracy is dead in Africa, how democracy is dead in Nigeria. Let's listen to him.
But when we talk of democracy, we should remember that in Africa, before the colonial rule and the colonial power, we have a form of government which attended to the needs of our people. And whatever you call it, to me, it is democracy. Because what is democracy about? The American President Abraham Lincoln defined it as government of the people, by the people, for the people. Democracy is meant to be a system of government that delivers, and delivers to all the people, not just a section of the people, not just a few. But what do we have today? I believe since we gone past the Greek democracy, which brought everybody to the square, and everybody has a say in the decision making, which affects everybody, or which affected everybody. Democracy has now become representative democracy. And representative democracy has not taken care of everybody. Today, we have democracy, which is government of the people, of small number of people, by a small number of people, over large number of people, who are deprived of what they need to have in life. Now, that is not democracy that will endure. So if you are talking of democracy failing in Africa, democracy in Africa has failed. And why has it failed? Because it didn't have any, in context and in content, it's not African. It does not have any aspect of our culture, our way of life, what we stand for, what we believe, Ubuntu. I am because we are. It is, I am because I can grab. What sort of democracy brings you and you grab everything and then illegally, corruptly, and you say go to court? When you know that even in the court, you cannot get justice. So if democracy is not that democracy is failing, democracy is dying. And if we are going to make democracy not to die, we have to look at democracy in the context and in the content of Africa. I hope that we will get to that stage so that democracy, which will deliver, will be the democracy that we will have in Africa.
After listening to his speech, you would think former President Olusegun Obasanjo is someone who has never held a political office or someone who has never been in government. He ruled Nigeria during the military regime, and he was the first Nigeria democratic elected president who ruled Nigeria from 1999 to 2007. All that he's criticizing or complaining about, he has the power to change them. The 1999 constitution that is giving Nigeria problem now, he was among those who ratify and write that constitution. The judiciary that is complaining about, he has the time to fix it. Most of the corruption that we see today, they all learn from him. Most of them are his boys. He trains them. So the state of emergency that was declared in Rivers State, the example that is cited was the one he declared. He was the first person who used such. So here in his speech, he's saying democracy is dead in Africa, democracy is dead in Nigeria. So which of the democracy you're saying? The democracy that elected you in power for 8 years. You could not fix that democracy. You could not lay a very good example for others to follow, to like, oh, this is a way to rule in a democratic setting. No. You looted the country dry. Nigeria does not have power now because during his regime, over $6 billion was looted, allegedly. That was set aside for power. Till today, we have the worst power in Africa. But you say democracy is dead. That democracy is a small group of people ruling the large group of people. That was how it was in 1999. It has never changed. That is how it was. You have the opportunity to set a very good example for others to learn how to rule in a democratic setting. But you never did. But here you are. That is one thing I found out about power. Power is not absolute. People tend to speak in a certain way before they get power or after they're out of power. But when they're in power, they tend not to know what to do or understand anything. But when they are out of power or before they get power, they tend to understand everything and know the right word to say and the right things to do until power is given to them. He is saying this now because he's not in government. You will also recall that he is the one that was trying to edit our constitution to run for a third term. He's saying democracy is dead. This same person who was lobbying the Senate and the House of Assembly, National House of Assembly, to allow for a third term in our constitution, is saying democracy is dead. They killed the democracy. They set the bad precedent that we're seeing in our country today. The corruption, the ringing, the godfatherism that the main cause of Rivers' problem today, they started it. They are the grandfather. So my question is democracy dead or we just elect bad leaders? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe.